Hey, what's going on, Aquarius? Butch here. I'm going to do your read for the remainder of February. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. I'm going to be using the Santa Morte. I really don't think I'm saying it right. It doesn't sound right. My buddy says it sounds super cool. But I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, I have Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius for February 2023? All right, Aquarius. So the first thing I see, Aquarius, is I feel like there's someone that you have a connection with already. You know, there's definitely something going on with you and this person. Now, I don't feel like it's taken a step forward yet, but I definitely feel that there's some chemistry going on between you and someone else. You know, I feel like there's a little bit of flirtations that may have been happening back and forth, and it just kind of seemed like it wasn't really anything. You know, but there is definitely some flirtatious energy between the two of you. But it's definitely something that's more. There's definitely something more between the two of you. Now, I feel like this could be someone that you're friends with, or you have a friend of a friend, you know, someone you work with. You know, I do feel like you do have a connection. You do have access to this person. You know, there's definitely a way in with this person, but I feel like when you're around each other, I definitely feel like there's some sparks going on between the two of you. But I feel like we only touched the surface of this. You know, I definitely feel, you know, a real connection here. I mean, we have the Lovers card. Like I said, I feel like how deep this rabbit hole goes is really going to surprise you. But I feel like we need to see how deep this rabbit hole goes. And I should have used Alice in Wonderland Tarot. But like I said, with this person, I feel like there's a lot of things that haven't been said. You know, and this kind of reminds me of like when you see those people with the metal detectors. It's like you're walking around with a metal detector and it starts going off like there's something there, but you don't dig for it. You know there's something there, but we haven't uncovered it yet. And that's what I feel like with this connection. I feel like there's definitely something going on between the two of you. And I feel like it's been going on. And it continues to go on. But we're not seeing this right in front of us because neither one of us are digging that hole. You know, there's definitely something going on here. But until we acknowledge it, until we open up communication about it, you know, I don't feel like it's going to move any further. And I feel like with this person, I mean, I feel like there's been times when they got close to telling you how they felt, but I feel like they keep looking at the negatives instead of the positives. You know, it's almost like it's almost like they have these feelings for you, and this idea of who you are, and they're afraid of finding out that you're not who they think you are, or they're afraid that their idea of you is so big that you never really possibly live up to it. But then there's moments when, that all kind of falls out of place, and this person is just, like I said, I feel like this connection is so much more than physical. I feel like with this person, they're very intelligent. They kind of command a room when they walk in. They're very witty. Getting someone that's very witty. Someone that I feel like you just get each other when it comes to like your sense of humor. And I feel like it's almost like what I always say. This is a thing that I learned one time. I remember I read this book, and one of the things it said that in your group of friends, say you're all standing around, at a party or just at work out for a smoke break or whatever, you're just all standing around. When you tell a joke, the person that you like, pay attention to who they look at when a joke's being told. Because if you like someone, you're looking at them for all the reactions. You know what I mean? Like, it was something that interests me, and I found it very interesting, and I kind of tested it, and it's true. A buddy of mine had a crush on this girl, and I remember we were all hanging out one time, and somebody was telling jokes or whatever, and this guy was straight on her. Straight on her reaction. And it's just funny what the brain can do. But anyway, we'll get back to the read. Now, with this person, I feel like the only reason they haven't stepped up is because they're afraid that, I really feel like they put you up on a pedestal, and they're afraid that you may never be able to live up to that, or they're afraid that, they may not be able to live up to you. Like I said, it's a very authority figure, very intelligent. I feel like this person has a very commanding presence. They're the type of person, when they talk, people listen. Very intelligent, and I feel like that's one of the things that you're going to have a lot in common with this person. Very charismatic, very, very open. Even though they have a very commanding presence, I feel like they're very easy to talk to. They're very easily approached. They're very engaging. But like I said, I feel like this person, the way they look at you is the way you look at them. But the thing is that there's a negative part of them that they're not trusting their intuition, is the fact that they're thinking that either they put you too high up, or they can't get up next to you. But it doesn't stop them. There's an internal struggle within them because they want to reach out and grab you and hold on to you. They want to come toward you and say, hey, let's do something. You know what I mean? But there's that fear that keeps creeping in the back of their head. They're afraid that, sometimes when somebody sees something that's everything they wanted, it's almost like being in a desert when you see one of those mirages. You think you're hallucinating. You think that you're seeing something that isn't really there. You start second guessing yourself. Because nobody can be this perfect in your mind. There's someone out there perfect for you. There's somebody out there that... The thing I love about real, honest to goodness connections is what other people might find flaws in you, the right person's they're gonna love that. I went to high school with this girl, and I remember a lot of guys, they talk about the hotter girls in school and the pretty girls in school, and she was never on anybody's list. A sleeper, I call them. But I always thought she was the prettiest girl in school because it was in my opinion. And that's the thing, when you find someone that truly sees you, they're not seeing all the little things that you see. You may have a pimple on your chin. They don't see that. You see it because you're looking for it. When somebody truly cares about you, they're not looking for the bad. But with this person, I feel like this bond that you have is too strong to ignore. And I feel like this person's finally seeing things in a different perspective. You know, I feel like this person's finally going to step up, mount up the courage to come towards you and open up communication. They're finally ready to put in the work. Opening up communication with that Eight of Wands. You know, a lot of communication is going to be coming in February for you. And a lot of it's coming from them. And this person's going to put in a lot of work to see this through. Like I said, with that Two of Cups, I feel like you have a strong bond with this person. And I feel like I said, this person knows what they want. They've known what they wanted for a while. But now they're finally now they're finally ready to step up and move forward. They want, and I feel like them stepping up and moving forward, opening up communication with you, nurturing this connection with that Star card, it's trusting their intuition. I feel like that's going to bring a lot of balance to this situation, and I feel like it's going to move forward very quickly after that. Like I said, this very soulmate type of connection here. Because, we had the Ace of Cups, and then we had, the Two of Cups and the Lover's card. All of this is just pointing to me there's a really good connection coming towards you. I feel like it's very strong, and I feel like it has the potential to be something life-altering. And I don't say that lightly. But like I said, I see a lot of forward movement. And I see a very strong connection. It's a very alluring connection. But like I said, I feel like a lot of this too, what I'm getting is a lot of this is a lot of second guessing that they're doing is because I feel like when they first met you, they were more attracted to you physically. But once they got to know you, that's when they really became engaged. And the more they see, it's all about the truth. It's all about new beginnings. And I feel like that's what's happening here. This person's finally waking up to the fact that they're not walking away from this. They know there's going to be too many regrets if they walk away from this. They're breaking down those walls. They're coming towards you, and they're going to open up communication with you. And like I said, I feel like it may surprise you a bit to know, but I feel like it's something that you both kind of wanted each other. I don't feel like this is one side on their end at all. I feel like it may be how you've seen each other was very different in the beginning. But in the beginning, like I said, I feel like there was a lot of physical attraction. I feel like they were physically attracted to you. So they never looked much into it. They didn't expect it to be what it is now. But I do see something very mature, a very mature relationship coming out of this. And I feel like it is a very strong bond that you guys have, and I feel like it's going to continue on. But like I said, I feel like this is someone that you get on a different level, and I feel like real people, real connections in general, happen that way. Now with this person, you have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's go with story time. Now, it's funny. One of my friends, I remember he hung out with the same people as I hung out with. He was always that guy I didn't really know. He just kind of hung out with the same people as I did. But I never really hung out with him, just me and him. But then one day, we were all out. I can't remember what we were doing. It was after school. I think we're all up in the woods up behind our school. Everybody kind of went up there and hung out. But for some reason, it was just me and him there. I remember we started talking, and then I realized, no wonder we all have the same friends. I mean, he was a good guy. I really enjoyed talking to him. We had the same sense of humor. But like I said, until that point, I never made it a point to understand or try to get to know the guy. He was just always the guy that was in the group. There was like probably 8 of us that always hung out together, and he was just friends with all my friends. But I never really, and that, what I mean by that, and what it has to do with this read, is the fact that sometimes when you first meet someone, like when I first met him, I kind of felt like he was kind of I don't know. I kind of got like a jerk vibe. Like he was kind of a jerk. Never really talked to me. We never really had any back and forth. There's just awkwardness between us. But I feel like what the awkwardness was is because we're kind of the same personality, come to find out. So it was like we're both the same kind of person. And we kind of like, when I meet new people in my life, I kind of watch to see what they're doing. I watch to learn who they are. And he was doing the same thing, so we never really got to know each other. And now, years later, we're still good friends. But like I said, it was something between us. I think we're always meant to be good friends. But until we actually had the conversation, we didn't know. And it happens all the time. And like I said, it happens in friendships, it happens in relationships. Unless we're willing to put it out there, we're never going to really know. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.